So today I'm going to dewinterize and sanitize my van's water system. So many of you have probably already done this, but in Wisconsin I gotta get started late. So the supplies you're gonna probably want, for sure you're gonna want towels. You're gonna drip everywhere. I'm gonna use this fill hose where you use this hose to fill your antifreeze into your system, but I'm just gonna put water through it. And then we'll talk about these later in the video, the 90-degree elbow and then the pressure regulator. I'll put links to everything at the end, and we'll talk about the filter too. But you don't need these to dewinterize or to sanitize your system. These will just come into play when we're all done. So getting started, I'll have to use this little filter wrench that they give you to get this filter housing off. It's full of antifreeze right now, so I want to empty that. Here's the filter that we'll replace it with when we're all done. There's the part number, and there's the website you can go to order it if you needed a new filter. This is my last one, so I'll have to order another one after this. So I have this set up just like I'm winterizing, but I'm actually going to put tap water in just to clear out the pump, because that's the only place I put antifreeze. So I did about 1/3 of a gallon, and I got all the antifreeze out of my van. You can see the water collected in the housing is clear, so I know I'm done. Now I'm leaving that empty. There's no filter in there yet, because I'm going to sanitize the system, and I'm going to flush all the air out of all my lines, because I didn't put antifreeze in all the lines. I put air in most of them. Make sure your drain valve is closed. Make sure your low point drains are closed before you get started. Otherwise, you're just going to have water pouring out when you turn your water pump on. And then in order to sanitize it, we're going to use about 1/3 of a cup of bleach, a little less than 1/3. Thor recommends 1/4 cup for every 15 gallons for the right parts per million. So start filling your tank, put a flashlight under here so you can see if there's any leaks in your system as you're going. Have towels ready in case you do see a leak. So maybe you can tighten it down or stop adding water. And then I'm going to add little bits of bleach to gallons of water, and I'll put these in the whole tank. You don't want to put it in straight. You want to kind of dilute it. The bleach can harm rubber and plastic seals and stuff like that. So now the whole tank is completely full of this bleach water mix. Open the valve. You can see you're going to pull water out of the tank up through your system. You're going to sanitize everything. And this is the same way you would dewinterize. You'd fill your tank full, turn on your water pump, and just get all the pink fluid out of your lines. Make sure you bypass your heater, or it should still be bypassed, your water heater. Now I have it easy. I just got to turn on the faucets until I see a clear stream of water without air in it. Then I know that it has bleach solution in. If you were dewinterizing, you would do this until the pink solution went away and turned clear. So this is kind of a nice, you can do 2 steps at once if you're sanitizing your tank right now. Obviously, go through everything. Flush the toilet, make sure there's no air in the lines. And then you also will flush out the sink faucet. You're gonna want, for me, get the air out until I have a solid stream of water. Do the hot and the cold side, because both sides, 2 separate hoses, pretty much or 2 separate lines anyway, everywhere you go. Make sure it just runs solid. Shower, make sure that's drained. I just use a bucket, catch it all. I don't want to get it on the floor and have to mess with that. And then refill it. So fill the tank completely full with water. And don't forget your back sprayer. I forgot to film it, but it did get done. Once that's done, let it sit for 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4, I think is what Thor recommends. And then drain out your kind of bleach water. It kind of smells like a swimming pool. I think it's 50 parts per million of bleach. That's what Thor recommends to do. Drain this out, and then once it's done draining, refill it with just clean water, no bleach. You're going to refill your tanks, and then you're going to go through the same process and just flush your lines until they don't smell like a pool. But that way you get all the bleach out of your lines. You don't want it to sit there. It could corrode your line. And then talking about these extra pieces, if you're using your city water connection, you don't want to just put your hose straight on this. It could torque down a little bit on your system. So I use the 90-degree just to take that torque off. I go to a spring, put your water filter, and then you put your water pressure regulator on the bottom of your water filter before your hose. this was protect your system, keep it clean. I mean, we just sanitize, might as well keep it working. So that's it for this video. I'll post links. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.